Have you ever wondered why the Philippines, an archipelago in the heart of Southeast Asia, is often referred to as the Pearl of the Orient? Let's embark on a journey of discovery, peering through the veil of time to understand why this cluster of over 7,000 islands holds such an illustrious title. Nestled between the expansive Pacific Ocean and the South China Sea, the Philippines has long been a beacon of fascination for explorers and traders alike. Its geographical location, at the crossroads of Eastern and Western civilizations, has made it a strategic gem throughout the annals of history. Our story begins thousands of years ago, with the arrival of the earliest Austronesian settlers. These seafaring people, weaving their way through the vast oceanic expanse, found a home in this tropical paradise. Their legacy is still evident today in the diverse cultural tapestry and linguistic richness of the Philippines. As centuries rolled by, the Philippines found itself at the heart of global trade routes. Its waters teemed with vessels carrying exotic spices, precious metals, and luxurious silks, linking the archipelago to far-flung corners of the world. From the bustling markets of ancient China to the opulent courts of Persian rulers, the allure of the Philippines reached far and wide. But it wasn't just the promise of wealth that drew visitors. The Philippines, with its lush landscapes, pristine beaches, and teeming biodiversity, was a siren's call to adventurers and naturalists. Its natural beauty, coupled with its strategic location, only added to its mystique, earning it the moniker, the Pearl of the Orient. The Philippines' history is a swirling kaleidoscope of cultures, influences, and encounters. It's a testament to the resilience of its people, their adaptability, and their rich cultural heritage. Each chapter of its past adds another layer to its enigmatic charm. As we delve into the rich tapestry of Philippine history, watch as the Pearl of the Orient unravels its secrets. Our journey begins with the first inhabitants of the Philippines, the Austronesians. These early settlers, venturing from the Asian mainland around 4,000 years ago, found a new home in the Philippine archipelago. They brought with them a way of life that centered around the sea, which is still evident in the country's vibrant maritime culture. The first settlements grew over time into thriving civilizations. Take, for instance, the city-state of Tondo, a bustling hub of trade along the Manila Bay, or the Kingdom of Butuan, renowned for its expert boat builders and goldsmiths. These societies were complex and organized, with their own systems of writing, laws, and social structures. As these civilizations flourished, they also began to interact with the wider world. Trade routes opened up, bringing the Philippines into contact with powerful empires and diverse cultures. Indian influence seeped into the islands, introducing Hindu-Buddhist beliefs, Sanskrit language, and artistic styles. From China came knowledge of pottery making, silk weaving, and other crafts. These exchanges weren't just one way. Philippine goods like pearls, gold, and beeswax found their way to foreign shores. The arrival of Islam in the 14th century marked another significant turn in Philippine history. Traders and missionaries from the Sultanate of Brunei spread the faith, establishing sultanates across the archipelago. This brought a new set of customs, laws, and traditions, forever shaping the cultural landscape of the southern Philippines. Through all these interactions and developments, the indigenous cultures of the Philippines were neither erased nor overshadowed. Instead, they adapted and interwove with the new, creating a rich tapestry of cultures, languages, and traditions. Each wave of influence left its mark, but the essence of the Austronesian spirit remained strong. These early influences laid the groundwork for a vibrant and diverse cultural mosaic that makes up the Philippines today. The ancient era was a time of growth, discovery, and transformation, setting the stage for the fascinating chapters of Philippine history yet to come. In 1521, a new chapter began with the arrival of Spanish explorer Ferdinand Magellan. This marked the start of over 3 centuries of Spanish rule, transforming the Philippines into a vibrant fusion of Eastern and Western cultures. The Spanish colonization was a time of significant changes. It brought about widespread conversion to Christianity, introducing Catholicism to the islands. Churches were erected, some of which stand to this day as symbols of the country's rich historical tapestry. The Spanish also introduced their language, enriching the Filipino dialects with Spanish words and phrases that are still in use today. One of the most notable events during this period was the Manila-Acapulco galleon trade. For over 2 centuries, the Philippines served as the hub for an annual maritime trade route between Asia and the Americas. This introduced a variety of goods to the country, from Mexican chili and corn to Chinese silk and ceramics, cultivating a unique blend of global influences that shaped the Filipino lifestyle and cuisine. But the Spanish era was not without resistance. The Philippine Revolution of 1896 was a testament to the Filipinos' indomitable spirit. The revolutionaries, led by national hero Jose Rizal and the Katipunan, a secret society turned revolutionary government, fought for independence, planting the seeds for the nation's eventual liberation. Yet, it wasn't just about rebellion and resistance. The Spanish period also saw the birth of various art forms, including the kundiman, a traditional Filipino love song, and the zarzuela, a Spanish lyric dramatic genre that integrates spoken and sung scenes. The Spanish influence is also evident in the country's grand fiestas and festivals, colorful celebrations filled with music, dance, and a whole lot of Filipino spirit. Spanish-inspired architecture dots the landscape, from the cobblestone streets of Vigan to the grandeur of Intramuros, Manila's walled city. Despite the hardships of colonial rule, the Spanish era left an indelible mark on Philippine culture and identity. It's a testament to the resilience of the Filipino people, their capacity to adapt, embrace, and transform foreign influences into something distinctly their own. In the wake of the Spanish-American War, the Philippines found itself under a new colonial power. With the dawning of the 20th century, the islands of the Philippines were no longer under the Spanish flag, but had been passed into the hands of the United States. This new era marked significant changes for the Philippines, particularly in the realms of education and language. The American administration introduced public education, something that had been largely inaccessible to the common folk during the Spanish regime. This educational reform was a significant leap towards literacy and intellectual growth for the Filipino people. Alongside this, the English language was also introduced and swiftly became a medium of instruction, fostering a bilingual society that continues to thrive today. The American era, despite its challenges, played a pivotal role in shaping the Philippines into the culturally rich and diverse nation it is known for today. However, the tranquility of the American era was not to last. The specter of World War II loomed large over the globe, and the Philippines was not spared. The islands found themselves in the grip of another foreign power, Japan. The Japanese occupation was a dark and painful chapter in the nation's history. It brought about widespread destruction, loss of life, and unimaginable suffering. But as with any trial, it also highlighted the indomitable spirit of the Filipino people, their resilience in the face of adversity, their courage under fire, and their unwavering hope for a better future shone brightly amidst the darkness of war. World War II ended, leaving a nation scarred but not defeated. The Filipino people, having endured and survived the horrors of war, emerged stronger and more determined than ever to reclaim their independence. Through resilience and bravery, the Philippines overcame the horrors of war and took a major step towards independence. The American era and World War II were significant periods in the Philippines' history, shaping the nation and its people in ways that continue to resonate to this day. On July 4, 1946, the Philippines finally claimed its long-awaited independence. It was a momentous day that marked the birth of the Third Philippine Republic. The post-war era, though filled with challenges, was a time of rebuilding and rebirth. The country was in ruins, but the spirit of the Filipino people was unbroken. They dusted off the ashes, rolled up their sleeves, and set out to reconstruct their homeland. The Third Republic was a time of significant political, economic, and social changes. The Philippine government, now free from foreign control, began to establish institutions that continue to shape the country today. New policies were drafted to promote economic growth and social welfare. The country was on its way to recovery. However, the winds of change blew once again in the late 60s. The martial law period, declared by then-President Ferdinand Marcos, was a time of unrest and uncertainty. For some, it was a time of progress and stability. For others, it was a time of oppression and fear. It was a dark chapter in the nation's history, one that left an indelible mark on its people. But as always, the resilient spirit of the Filipinos shone through. The People Power Revolution in 1986 saw the end of the martial law and the restoration of democracy. Millions of Filipinos took to the streets, armed with nothing but faith and courage. Their peaceful protest was a testament to their love for freedom and their commitment to justice. Today, the Philippines continues to navigate the waters of the contemporary period. It has become a vibrant and dynamic country, rich in history and culture. Its people, ever resilient, continue to face challenges head-on, never losing their sense of hope and their love for their country. From a scattered archipelago to a united nation, the Philippines has truly come a long way. Its journey, though fraught with trials, is a testament to the strength and spirit of its people. And as they look forward to the future, they carry with them the lessons of the past, ready to write the next chapter of their nation's history. We've traveled through centuries of Philippine history, but what are the key takeaways from our journey? We've witnessed the resilience of a nation from the ancient era through colonial periods to its independence. We've marveled at the rich diversity, from the indigenous tribes of the past to the multifaceted culture of today. We've felt the vibrancy of its culture, a colorful tapestry woven over time. As we've seen, the Philippines' history is a testament to its people's strength and spirit, truly making it the Pearl of the Orient.